بسم الله الحمد لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. I greet you with the beautiful greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'm going to share with you the life about a great companion, Ubadah bin Saamit, whose wife was Haram bint Malhan, previously talked about by Sandra. Now we'll be talking to you about a companion named Ubadah bin Saamit. Ubadah bin Saamit was a companion of the Prophet Muhammad and one of the Ansar, the residents of Medina who supported and sheltered the Prophet and the early Muslim community after their migration from Mecca. Ubadah bin Saamit was known for his knowledge, bravery, and loyalty to Islam. During the time of the Prophet Muhammad, Ubadah bin Saamit participated in several important events and battles. He took part in the Pledge of Allegiance at Aqaba, where the people of Medina pledged their support to the Prophet. I want you to understand that Ubadah bin Saamit was one among 6 people from Medina who met the Prophet Muhammad during the month of Dhul Hijjah, the same month that we now enjoy to know about Islam and the Prophet's book. Surprisingly, because of the efforts of Ubadah and his 5 brothers in Islam in Medina, 1 year later this group of 6 became a group of 80 who came at the same time in the same place, who invited the Prophet and all the Muslims in Mecca to come to Medina. 1 year later, Ubadah bin Saamit and the Muslims in Medina were receiving the Prophet and the immigrants from Mecca. This all happened because of the effort and sacrifices from Ubadah and his 5 brothers in Islam. He fought in the Battle of Badr, and the first major battle between the Muslims and the Quraysh of Mecca, and in smaller battles like the Battle of Uhud and the Battle of the Trench. Ubadah bin Saamit was also known for his knowledge of Islamic teachings and his skill in reciting the Quran. He was among the selected few who were appointed by the Prophet to teach the Quran to others. Ubadah played a significant role in teaching and spreading knowledge about Islam, both during the time of the Prophet and after his passing. After the death of Prophet Muhammad Ubadah bin Saamit continued to play an important role in the Muslim community. He was one of the most prominent companions who took part in the selection of the 3rd Caliph, Uthman ibn Affan. Ubadah remained dedicated to the principles and teachings of Islam until his death. Ubadah bin Saamit is recognized as a highly respected companion of the Prophet Muhammad. His contributions to the early Islamic community, both in terms of military service and knowledge, are appreciated and remembered by Muslims worldwide. Beside his knowledge, he was known for his bravery, courage, and military skills. During the conquest of Egypt, Amr ibn al-As, the leader of the army, asked Umar ibn al-Khattab to send him backup. So Umar told him, "I will send you 3 men, and every one of them is equivalent to 1,000 men." Ubadah bin Saamit was one of them, just for you to understand how courageous, brave, and unbeatable he was. And because he was very knowledgeable and eloquent, Amr ibn al-As asked Ubadah to lead the negotiation with the Coptic king of Egypt and al-Muqawqis, and Ubadah convinced him to surrender and give up to protect his people from bloodshed. After he moved to Palestine, he used his vast knowledge to become the first ever Muslim judge in Bayt al-Maqdis, and he served there until he died. He is one of the 2 companions of the Prophet Muhammad buried in the historic cemetery of Bab al-Rahma in the Old City of Jerusalem. His tomb is located outside of Masjid al-Aqsa. This is a story about an amazing person who was blessed enough to have a great wife in his life, where both of them stood next to each other and gave each other support and the best companionship. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.